The man hurriedly entered the subway station, then suddenly pulled out a gun to commit robbery. But before he could even check the contents of the bag, Keith beside him suddenly warned him to run. Police had already arrived in the car. Seeing this, Martin quickly tossed a wad of cash and fled the scene amid the chaos. That evening, Martin arrived at the black market to fence the stolen goods. Before he could retrieve the loot, however, a man suddenly appeared behind him. Fortunately, Martin was agile. He swiftly disarmed the man. Sure enough, it was Keith, the same man who had warned him on the subway. Keith was none other than a world-renowned master jewel thief. Impressed by Martin's deliberate display of skill, Keith had tracked him down hoping to collaborate. He had his sights set on a priceless golden egg, but he couldn't pull off the heist alone. Martin's performance on the subway had caught his eye, prompting him to arrive early and wait. Though Martin hesitated about partnering with Keith, he was stunned to discover Keith was his girlfriend's adoptive father. With no choice, Martin accepted Keith's invitation. They expected the operation to proceed smoothly, but just as they finalized their plans, a local gang suddenly kidnapped Martin's girlfriend, demanding the very same royal golden egg. Only with the egg could they secure her release. Martin now pointed his gun at Keith, precisely because Keith had no intention of rescuing the girlfriend. He planned to sell the egg on the black market and flee the city. To save his girlfriend from the gangsters, Martin had no choice but to force Keith to hand over the golden egg. Before leaving, Martin didn't forget to notify his colleagues to arrest Casey. He successfully retrieved his girlfriend with the golden egg, but he was reprimanded by his superiors for this action. Exchanging the golden egg for the girlfriend wasn't part of their plan. More importantly, the higher-ups had already uncovered a clue. The mastermind behind the girlfriend's kidnapping was actually Casey. Case had long known Martin's police identity and understood Martin would never truly let him take the golden egg. This insight fueled his scheme to make Martin surrender it voluntarily. Upon learning the truth, the police immediately prepared to interrogate Case, only to discover the detained man was merely a decoy. The real Case had already fled the country via private jet. Fortunately, though Martin failed to apprehend Keith, his girlfriend did not harbor resentment toward him. Instead, she regarded Martin as her savior, and they lived happily ever after.